not a commentary on his dream. It's all a meme. So, now what are we waiting for? Waiting for Hasan. What will he do when he's live? Open up the casino, let the gambler in. It's time to sit. I bet we're gonna be sitting here waiting for Hasan. I used to come here for politics. Now I watch him game and yell at great names all day. God, how long have I been sitting here waiting for Hasan? Waiting for Hasan. Waiting for Hasan. Waiting for Hasan.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. I hope we are all live and alive and having a fantastic one. I hope all the boys, all the girls, and all the MBs are having a great day. As great as I am so far. It's 82 degrees and sunny here in California, Los Angeles, and Thursday, August 5th, 2021, 11:17 a.m., and I'm right on time, I would say. Maybe perhaps a smidgen late, but hey, overall pretty good so far. And I'm ready to go, baby. Let me tell you something, folks. My back, I'm gonna give you guys updates on my lower back, okay? First and foremost, my lower back was not doing all right. Some of you know this, some of you don't, but I deadlifted on Tuesday, and I absolutely, in the least Sigma male way possible, shattered my frame.
Let's go.
And by that, I mean the deadlift actually won me, okay? I did not win over the deadlift, but the deadlift won over me. My back was blown out. There's a new podcast out, by the way. You guys should go check that out. Of course, new podcast with me and Will. We're talking about homosexuality. Is it valid? Is it not? And numerous other subjects will teach me about American concepts as well. In a new segment we're calling America Me Up. So you guys should definitely go check that out. You can find that wherever the fuck you can find podcasts called Fear and Malding. Homosexual episode 14 is out. I started listening to Fear and Malding during my commute in my Lamborghini Urus, $400,000 car. Any reason why it just cuts to French randomly on Spotify? I don't know, man. It just happens, I guess. Anyway. So, basically, what ended up happening, folks, is that I was deadlifting. I was deadlifting a lot of weight. And it messed me up. Okay? It messed me up. It happens. It freaking happens, folks. You know, I was like taking Advil on and off. I didn't take any Advil yesterday. It makes me wake up in the night. Like, the pain makes me wake up in the night, which is not good. But basically, this morning I was like, should I work out? I know I have a scheduled training session. Should I do it? And my trainer was like, don't worry, we're gonna do some fucking deep tissue shit, which we did, okay? Which is a fancy word for massage that fucks you up. And then afterwards, I worked out, and I feel a lot better. I mean, listen, obviously, this is not something I suggest to people. If you're injured, you should not work out. But luckily, I have a trainer, so I was able to. You fell off. We watching that Kayan stream right now?
Let's go.
Yeah. Is there a DONDA stream going on? Like, can I rip it? Will I get fucking clapped for ripping the DONDA stream? Because I want to see it. I want to, like, even for personal consumption, I want to see it. Even if I don't, like, actually fucking watch it. You know what I mean? You'll get clapped? Okay. You fell off was the hood watches Aiden Ross now?
LFG.
Anyway, it was a good decision, though. Overall, it was a good decision. And the reason why it was a good decision is because I feel great. I went and I worked out and I feel great. This Sunday, I'm going to be
Thanks for all
checking
that
my,
you do.
I'm
Much
going to do
love,
like the
Has.
in-body thing again to check what my body fat percentage is over the past like 2 weeks. Have I increased muscle mass? Have I decreased body fat? That sort of thing. So
Waiting
excited
for
for that one. But overall, things are pretty good. I also spent the night after I ended my stream, I spent most of my night watching the fucking Charlie Kirk Vosh debate. And
Hey Hasan, what's
there's some
your take
interesting
on
parts
Turkish
on it,
cats?
but overall
tell
it's
me, I
like,
need to
you
know
know,
if it's
it's
important.
good. It's very cordial. It made me feel like it was a what is this, Aiden Ross sus moments? 11 minutes of Aiden Ross being sussy little baka dude for 10 minutes straight. Rainbow laughing, smiling, featuring Polo G, Ziaz, B. Lou, YBN, Mighty J.
Foggers.
Anyway, regardless, I watched that shit on my own time to see if it's like worth watching on stream. But it's like, it's basically like, if you're aware of all the fucking talking points, if you heard it from your parents, and you've heard the counters from me, responding to people, dumbasses in the chat, is like, dumbasses in the chat, it's like, I've said this a million times already, it's, you see one of these, you see all of them, because all conservatives basically do is repeat the same talking points that they get from the same place. And like, a lot of times, it's not even just that, but then also a lot of times they're actually using talking points from like previous generations and their conservative movements. Charlie MLK was a mixed bag, Kirk, yeah. The stuff about social justice, CRT, and about like, you know, black existence in America, that was not good at all, in my opinion. And the reason for why it was not good at all, in my opinion, is because like, I think Vosh is an excellent debater, but he makes a lot of concessions, specifically because he knows his audience. He's talking to a bunch of, you know, potential Tim Pool fans that he could steal over to his side. And I feel like either as a consequence of like a lack of knowledge in that particular field, or B, because he wants to like appeal to that audience by not coming across as like really radical, he makes concessions in many circumstances that if you're a little bit more knowledgeable on the subject, you're like, oh, what the fuck, dude? Why would you say that? Whereas like, I definitely, part of the reason why I suck at debates and hate debating is because I get frazzled and literally fucking lose my shit. Like, if Charlie Kirk, in a conversation between me and Charlie Kirk, if Charlie Kirk were to say something along the lines of like, well, technically, in a lot of the colonies, like, slavery was abolished before America was even formed, so how dare you say America was a pro-slavery state? It's like,
from the Netherlands.
I would lose my mind. I'd be like, are you fucking dumb? Do you think that I'm a fucking baboon? Like, do you take me for an idiot? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, are you talking down to me with the expectation that I am unaware of what the fucking reality is, what the history is? It was really, really, like, the anti-vax stuff was very good. Am I wrong, or isn't Vosh a fucking fascist? No, he's not a fucking fascist. What are you talking about? He's like, if anything, he's like, you know, he's a fucking libertarian. Anyway, the hat you're wearing, people literally have in Iowa. I was born and raised in Iowa, and it makes me ashamed to tell people that I'm from here because they assume I'm like the majority, which isn't good. Reagan Bush, yeah, brother, what the fuck you mean? Greatest team of all time. Ronald Reagan until Donald Trump was...
Much love, Hassie. Thanks for what you do every day, Hass.
He lied about that shit, by the way. I know, he did. He did. Charlie lied about so much during that fucking debate. You know what I mean? And then Tim Pool was like pulling out information from whatever the fuck Citizen is. I don't know what the fuck Citizen is, but like, it was like, yeah, according to Citizen, only 53% of the public was in favor of Black Lives Matter. It's like, no, that's not true. There was like 100 different studies done. How the fuck did you find the one goddamn study that shows a significantly lower percentage of people showing public support to Black Lives Matter? There was like 100 fucking there were so many goddamn studies conducted in the, at that time. So most people don't even know what I'm talking about. I didn't watch it on stream. I watched it on my own, and I just like fucking got so mad. And but the fun stuff was the anti-vaxxer stuff because it's like easy slam dunks from Vosh towards Charlie. And then like the racial justice reparations conversation is like, I'm not this person. Obviously, I'm fucking white, right? So I'm never the person who's like, oh man, white boys should stay out of this conversation, like stay out of black people's business. But like, goddamn, it literally was just like making me go, white boys should stay out of this fucking conversation. Holy shit!
2 months.
Because it was so like,
right has left.
I don't know. It was just so. It was really surface level, but overall, I think that.
Oh, good.
Overall, I think that. Oh, it's Civ IQs is literally the first results. If you look at BLM approval rate, really. Overall, I think Vosh did a good job. Okay. I think he did a pretty solid job of like portraying himself as like a normal person with like good rational ideas. Maybe he'll be able to like change some dumbass debate lords' minds. I've always talked about how, you know, while I personally think debates are bullshit overall, there's still a 20% in that audience that could be swayed, and they will be swayed by whoever the fuck is more rhetorically gifted. And Vosh is very good at rhetoric. Like, I know more about a subject than he does in certain circumstances. Like, I knew that the J&J vaccine is not a fucking mRNA vaccine. He doesn't. But the way he maneuvers around issues where he's, like, uncertain is so good. You can tell, like, you know what I mean? You can fucking tell when he doesn't know something, but he's doing a really good job covering for that lack of knowledge with rhetoric. And that's really important in a debate, so... Holy fucking shit, dude. What happened to you? What do you mean? Jesus Christ, did we watch the same debate? No, he isn't. What? Are you okay, man? Is your brain all right? Are you getting concussed? I don't know why should you have had a disastrous concessions? Oh. As far as concessions goes, I mean, I wouldn't think that they're fucking disastrous, but they were like, if you understand what the goal is there, thank you, Temporary Achilles, for the 10 tier 1 gives the subs. If you understand what the goal is there, and the goal is there to fucking take, like, you know, bring over, like, fucking little white debate lord boys that love watching Tim Pool over to your fucking side, I think that he did a good job. And I think that is his stated purpose. And I think that's one successful, that's, like, probably the most you can get out of a fucking debate. What is this? What's wrong with Mark MLMs? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. This guy. I bet this was because good save for not being ableist for once. Apologize to Peru. Why? Because I fucking talked about, what is it, the shining path? Or whatever? Fucking meme-ass takes, dude. I will never apologize to Peru.
Looking real readable NGL.
No, MLM doesn't mean multi-level marketing in this circumstance. In my chat, MLM, when someone is talking about MLMs, they're talking about Marxist-Leninist Maoists. Okay? Most certainly, they're not fucking talking about multi-level marketing. They're talking about Marxist-Leninist Maoists. The Peru one was a joke, but also now it isn't. Yeah, I don't think that was accomplished at all. No, the debate wasn't fucking a disaster at all. You're crazy if you think that was a disaster. Debates have fucking one goal, okay? To cultivate a larger following for an intellectual daddy, okay? For a lot of these, like, rudderless white kids on the internet that love the fucking sport, the blood sport, okay? They're like a rudderless ship, and the main goal should always be to just, like, you know, overwhelm your opponent through rhetoric and make them look silly, intimidate them by talking,
12 months hassle,
and basically fucking win over as many people as you possibly can to your side. And from that point of view, I think he did a good job. It is theater, though. Of course it's theater. It's pseudo-intellectual wrestling. It's fake. It's like a dance. He was getting a big platform, so he tried to appeal to the centrist reactionary minds. Yeah, I get that. I think he did a good job. But you are good at that, too. You were literally just describing debates in general. Yes, I am. I am describing debates in general. This is my point of view on debates. As far as like what I do, I have a different method. I think my method is different than that. It's just I think that I like to capture the attention of larger audiences without utilizing debate as a medium, but instead by being a fun person who likes to hang out and have people pay attention. Nice. People are already whispering me slurs. Wow, of course people are whispering me slurs. Immediately block replies. Chat, fuck Hasan, his whole community. I'm not a maniac. Okay, dude, Harley Ellis. You know this, like, there's psychos in here that fucking lurk and, like, wait for an opportunity to fucking write dumbass shit. There's people that literally go and do, like, fake raids and, like, spam the N-words. They're not my community members, okay? Chill the fuck out.
At HasanAbi, did you notice how Charlie said MLK was a mixed bag because he knew Vosh would rip into...
That doesn't mean I'll never do debates. Every now and then I do debates. But I'm not a fan of them. I see the utility for it. I'm not a fan of them. I don't like the community that it fosters. I don't like the attitude that it fosters.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Steven Crowder in a second. So that's it. That's what I did. I've also been watching the HBO series, Prince or whatever the fuck it is. It's all right. It's like not great. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's all right. I'm just wasting time. We're making fun of the royal family, so that's chill in my book, obviously. Anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna fucking blast off. I'm gonna post it on live, and we'll get into it. Okay. Daycare is open. Talking
10 months pop.
Steven Crowder. DONDA? Question mark. Did you hear about the billionaire Dr. Dre cutting off his daughter who has 4 kids? Wait, what? Why the fuck did he do that? More COVID news, obviously. COVID news. Then we tackle anti-vax conspiracies. Get in now. www. On TikTok, get and murder is back on the menu. www.twitch.tv/HasanAbi. Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of like murder stuff that I haven't covered. Sorry, I'm a soccer Andy. I'm sad because Messi left my team. Dude, let me just say something really quickly, okay? To all the fucking soccer people in here, and to all the football people here, to all the football heads, like, I cannot begin to tell you how little I give a fuck about that. Like, there is nothing on the planet that I care less about Lionel Messi going to some other fucking team, okay? I'm sorry, dude. I don't care. If you think you're gonna have me even mention it more than me, like, vilifying and making fun of you for caring about this, you're out of your mind, okay? Fuck you, Abi, it's world news. No, it's not. It's literally not important. It is the most inconsequential, insignificant, dumbass fucking thing that you should be concerned with. It's just like fun. It's you care about it because it's like this is your hobby, okay? Your hobby, your like entertainment. It is functionally no different than you coming in here and being like, "Oh my God, dude, I'm watching the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I can't believe my favorite character. Did you watch The Bachelorette last night? Like, did you see what happened on the latest episode of The Bachelorette? Like, it's so fucked up. It's really bumming me out. Like." Literally, the only difference is that, like, if you were to have a take like that, I would dunk on you and everyone else would laugh at you. But because it's like sports and it's normalized, sports weebdom is normalized. Like, when I fucking dunk on you, there's like a lot of people who are like, I don't know. Fucking, why are you making fun of this guy? Like, fuck you, dude. I feel bad about it too. But Steven Crowder is must-see news. No, dumbass. Steven Crowder is not must-see news either. But with respect to what I do as a political commentator, Steven Crowder fucking dying on the timeline and like making video vlogs out of his like slow, crippling agony that he is putting himself through for fucking some reason. I don't even know what the fuck's going on, is significantly more interesting to me, and also probably people that come in here for fucking political coverage than Lionel Messi, dude. Okay? That's it. That's the reality. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I wanted to do the unvaccinated man in the ICU sharing a heartbreaking COVID-19 video diary too. Yeah. We got to talk about that too. Back for Blood beta with the boys? I mean, I might be down. You're going to end up watching Housewives or Bachelorette in 2 months because of that comment, and chatters will be slamming you with vid links. But here's the other thing. If I am watching that as a community, I would still be annoyed if you're fucking blasting it while I'm in the middle of political coverage. Yo. People used to fucking write like 90-day shit while I'm doing politics, and I would get mad. So, anyway. Let's do it. Check out the New York Times article about why people are not getting vaccinated. Did you watch a new episode of Fuckboy Island? No, I have not. There's new episodes? I will watch the shit out of that. I've been watching Fuckboy Island. Anyway, let's do it. Live stream from Kanye's room. So there's no, like, sound, right? It's just... Dude, he's such a fucking marketer, dude. He's so smart at marketing. Like, I'm just gonna show you a brief snippet, okay, with the Donda stuff. But this is what's going on with the Donda shit, okay? He like rented out a room in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Basically like a prison room. I highly doubt that he actually lived in it, but he made it seem like he lived in it, okay? He like showed up to random events and stuff, okay? And now he's just chilling. Like, he's just hanging out right now, and he's just basically live streaming his hangout in the room that he now repurposed into like a listening studio or whatever. Is that Vic Mensa? God damn.
Love you, big dog, looking awfully
friend of the show, Vic Mensa.
Bro, keep it up.
That's sick. We saw Vic Mensa, Steve Lacy, and Chance so far. I saw a photo of Chance the Rapper there too. Vic Mensa is a friend of the show. Yeah, he's got some really interesting politics. Vic Mensa does.
Wow.
Looks like a JCS video? Yeah. Boo Bennett is back. Americans know nothing. Oh my fucking God. Thank God, dude. Content was getting stale. I was falling off. You know, the hood was watching Donda streams. And guess what? You know, we'll definitely check that out later. Anyway, let's start with fucking Steven Crowder. Does anyone know what's going on? He got like a chest surgery. He's going through his like Jair Bolsonaro move right here. What the fuck is happening?
Obvious defect, but from the inside, this bone is causing the right ventricle of the heart to be smashed inward and losing quite a bit of blood flow.
So is he dying or what? Like, what's happening? Watch live? I don't want to show some of this stuff because I don't know if it's like bloody or not. You know what I mean? Wait, let me just like pre-scan this real quick. Okay, never mind.
Everyone gets a transesophageal echocardiogram. They have an echo probe that goes.
Why are these pussy-ass doctors wearing masks?
Love you, Hasan. I was always left
I don't
leaning, but
understand.
feel much more confident
Don't they
about
know
my
that masks
politics
don't do
after
anything?
watching you.
They
Keep
should
up the awesome
directly
work.
sneeze inside of Steven Crowder's transesophageal echocardiogram. Just fucking spit in it, dude. I mean, that's your. Why are you muzzling yourself? How can you breathe with all that mask on? That's so strange.
Messy news when? Pogo messy news when?
Put trigger warning before
Pogo
Steven
messy
Crowder
news
fans
when?
attack you.
Pogo messy news
You should put
when?
trigger warning because blood
Pogo
is kind of
messy
harsh to
news
show
when?
some people.
Pogo messy
Man,
news
shut the
when?
fuck up,
Pogo
dude.
messy
Shut
news
up,
when?
you little bitch.
Pogo.
Suck my
I
fucking
10 months,
dick.
boy, EI.
Put a trigger warning before Steven Crowder fans attack you. Yeah, Steven Crowder fans are gonna be like, I can't believe you didn't put a trigger warning on a Steven Crowder video. Shut up, idiot. What the
Love
fuck
you,
is wrong
Hasan.
with you?
Keep up the great content hassle.
They have an echo probe that goes down into the esophagus, and we can see the full dimension of the heart. So you can see it 3 bars in now.
RV is well expanded. LV function looks good. There's no pericardial effusion.
Oh, dude, he's got double mass, this guy. This guy is doubly a pussy. You know what I mean? He's like, wait, did he put a fucking ad in there? What? Are you kidding me, dude? Bro, my man is plugging his merch release, dude. Yo, Logan Paul wouldn't do shit like this. You know what I mean? Even Logan Paul be like, yeah, I'm fucking dying, dude. I can't fucking put a vlog out while I'm literally dying. Like,
Hasan,
this
bad
is...
take, Hasan.
Function looks good. There's no pericardial effusion.
Bro, is Steven Crowder doing all this because he has to pay for those fucking fat hospital bills? Because you know his bitch ass isn't getting this fucking procedure done in Canada where it would be free. He's like, healthcare is expensive, dog, please. Oh, dude, it'd be so funny if he had to do a GoFundMe. I mean, he's already rich, so he's not going to have to do that, but it's pretty funny that he's like plugging merchandise on his vlog about his healthcare. Are you joking?
Great.
You're all done with surgery. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Excuse us. Ketamine 20, and then he got total of 15.
What the f***? That's horse shit.
15. You only got a little bit. There you go. Don't you like?
Listen on podcast apps? What the fuck, dude? Oh, that's awesome.
Everyone just pause. Just pause.
We're all paused.
Thank you.
Bro, that is the coolest. This is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen, dude. That screenshot right there, dude.
No football.
I can't believe Sam Cedar did this.
90-day when? Pogo.
It's crazy. Just fucked him up, dude. Sam Cedar is the original gangster. It's such an easy okay buddy meme. Yeah, sorry, I was like looking at another fucking tweet.
Booba. Pogo.
Anyway, all that extra weight from wearing his gun holsters 24/7 straight collapsed his pussy chest. Dude, what the fuck? I don't even know what happened. But what I do know is that kind of messed up that these doctors are just
Guys,
fucking
I'm following up on TikTok. What should I do
wearing
with this
masks
game?
all around him. You know what I mean? It's just not kind of strange. H3, I think he had a partial lung collapse from the surgery. Is that normal? I feel like people have gotten, people were saying like, oh, I got the surgery when I was like 13, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this guy made like a full-blown docu-series, dude. Louder with Crowder presents I'm Fucking Dying. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Louder with Crowder, and I'm presenting My Fucking Death. I had a collapsed lung. That shit sucks. I got open heart surgery before COVID, and they collapsed my lungs to get my heart. Then I had to build them back up over the week. That's crazy. Wait, why is this pussy wearing a mask? Does anyone know? Can someone describe to me why a man with a collapsed lung is wearing a mask right now? That's crazy.
Jack3mp4.me.twitch.tv prims hashtag HasanAbi. He did get.
Did he? I wonder if he debated the doctor about the efficacy of the medication that was being pumped into his body. Like, hey, I don't know. Can you give me a horse dewormer, please? Actually, I watched my favorite podcaster, Brett Weinstein, say that horse dewormer is significantly better for these sorts of procedures. So now I want horse dewormer instead. Hey, guess what? No, he didn't fucking do that. Okay, that's for you. That's for you, the fucking hogs in his audience. Okay, when push comes to shove, this pussy wearing a mask. Everyone around him wearing a mask. Doctors are wearing a mask. Why isn't he fucking yelling at people wearing a mask right now in the hospital? That's so strange. That's so incredibly fucking strange. Did he functionally lose a debate to the doctor? Did the doctor change his mind? Is that what happened? Guess what, dude? Turns out medical procedures are important when when push comes to shove and you're dying, okay? That's the difference. That's the thing. That's the problem, okay? But for so many people, and I'm just gonna fucking talk about this. I'm gonna put a cap on this, and then move on, okay? But for so many people, like this unvaccinated man, who who basically did a documentary of his fucking experience in the ICU, like they listen to people like Steven Crowder and they take it to heart. They hear that misinformation, and they basically believe it wholeheartedly to the degree where like they actually get fucked. Okay?
Did I miss Pon Pon?
People without vaccines can't go to the hospital in France, even pregnant women? I fucking doubt that. That's not real. There's no shot. I just had a partial lung collapse back in March from a night stay surgery, basically from the tube during anesthesia. Ended up 7 nights in the hospital and had lung rehab. I may need to watch this for now. I may need to watch for this now in future surgeries. Someone in the chat said he's documenting it so they don't count it as a COVID death. Yeah. You guys remember when Steven Crowder would like debate people about how the numbers that these fucking doctors were putting out were fake, and that all of these doctors were in on the conspiracy, reporting fake COVID numbers? What happened now, pussy? Huh? What's up, pussy?
New Steven Crowder.
Did you make sure you found fucking conservative doctors, you big bitch? What happened? Are you making fun of them fucking TikTok dancing now? Huh? No, guess not.
Still here.
This is not so fucking funny, being like, oh, I can't believe they're TikTok dancing. Oh, doctors and TikTok dancing during their breaks in the hospital. I'm Steven Crowder. It's like, what's up, bitch? What's up?
Love
You're
you.
in the fucking hospital bed now, bitch. What's up? I do not have a fucking shred of sympathy for this fucking buffoon, okay? I don't. What happened, dude? Are those doctors fucking dancing? Are they TikTok dancing over your fucking grave now? Is that what's going on? I am dying. Change my mind. Yeah, wearing a fucking pussy-ass mask, too. What happened, dude? What happened? I'm so confused. Did your mind get changed, asshole?
Thanks for all the entertainment, Hassie. Love you.
I'm surprised, dude. I just don't understand why so many people are wearing masks in this room and Steven Crowder is not making fun of them at all. Like, everyone in this video is masked up. This is the most mask wearing I've ever seen in a Steven Crowder video. Kind of strange, dude.
That's crazy, people.
I thought masks didn't work for shit, though. What's going on? Look at all these fucking pussies wearing masks, dude. That's crazy to me. I mean, these cowards, these libtard cowards, dude. Right? He's recording it to write off the heart surgery bills as a business expense for his YouTube? Probably. Yeah. I love that he has to fucking do ad breaks in between so he can pay for his goddamn expensive ass fucking surgery too. His expensive ass heart surgery. You know, it made expensive because of capitalism, a thing that he like routinely advocates for. Interesting, dude. Really interesting stuff. I mean, it's crazy. So yeah, forgive me if I don't feel a fucking shred of sympathy for this fucking asshole who dropped all of his goddamn values in the tip of a hat when push came to shove and he's about to fucking die. When you're on death's doorstep, all of a sudden you forget all of the things that you were advocating for, like, oh, mistrust for doctors overall because general practitioners are lying about COVID numbers. They're like, you know, reporting. They're in on the conspiracy. Mask wearing is not effective, except you're wearing a fucking mask, except all the doctors are wearing a mask in the hospital. I don't hear you fucking crying about it. A 60-second ad break that comes at the top of the hour that Steven Crowder is unaware of. That you guys in the chat are unaware of as well. First of the day, of course. That's right. It's top of the fucking hour, baby. But worry not. Worry not. All you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime, and you will see ad breaks no longer. You will have an ad-free broadcasting experience.
Thanks to @Blaze McBain for my sub gift.
Okay? You can also use an ad block or a VPN, but Twitch Prime is free. Here's the 1-minute ad break now. Crowder stands are mad at you for mocking him, but everyone knows that if it was you dying, they'd be throwing a RIP Hasan party. Probably not. I think conservatives like genuinely are. I mean, some of them would, but like I think there's more conservatives that care about death and like want to be fucking nicer to people in death than leftists or people like myself. I just don't care. And the difference between me and Steven Crowder is that like I'm not shitting on doctors, okay? I hate the for-profit medical system. I wish it was free. I wish it was accessible to all. Okay? Do you understand me? Like, you don't hear me fucking shitting on doctors and fucking mask wearing and then going against that? Son, do you remember Ruth Bader Ginsburg? RGB, you mean RBG? Yes, I made fun of her after she passed away. I don't really care. And if you make fun of me when I die, like, bitch, I'm dead. You know what I mean? Yeah, we already talked about this guy. Okay, let's hear it like the other side. I want to show you people who actually fucking are suffering. Not Steven Crowder, who is making money off of the misinformation that he spreads, but like people that are the real victims of misinformation that they hear from the likes of Steven Crowder. Let's Let's hear what's going on
story of
here.
Battling COVID. His decision to post videos documenting his COVID-19 treatment has slowly turned into a tragic confessional. Travis Campbell could die because he avoided the vaccine, and he says he truly regrets not getting the shot. He also blames himself for infecting his children, who are experiencing a rattling cough, dizziness, diarrhea, and dehydration. Travis chronicled his battle in a series of Facebook videos.
Damn, why'd you gotta put the diarrhea in there, dude?
Ungodly. It just is unbearable. It just makes you think you're going to just pass out, lose conscious. You're so dizzy, you know, lightheaded and confused.
Thank you for always giving me better talking points to discuss when I'm with family and friends and reminding me that I am not insane for having empathy.
I'd ask for prayers, but I'm kind of weird. I believe that path's already set. Came back out to the hospital and they've admitted me. It's real.
This is the other side of the equation. You got motherfuckers who are like dying on hospital beds in the ICU, needing round the clock 24/7 treatment just so they can take a shit, just so they can walk. Meanwhile, on the other hand, you got Ron Death Santis, like literally COVID's greatest champion, okay? I cannot comprehend, like COVID has an ally in Ron DeSantis, okay? This guy fucking loves COVID. He's like, big ups all the way, big fan of COVID, personally will do everything I can to just fucking, you know, make it as worse as possible, as horrible as possible for as many people as possible. This guy literally is saying, like, he's going to defund schools that have mask mandates, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Crazy
what is
how
wrong
your
with you, dude?
Changes your mind, Stephen?
I mean, everything. Anyway, let's just...
4 months of great content, ad-free. Thanks at HasanAbi.
It's kind of confusing, like, you're in a fog. I have a little bit of energy. I'm breathing. It's gotten tougher.
Okay, chuds don't ignore this stuff. They look at this stuff and go, you're fucking fat, brother. That's why you're dying, because you're weak. Me, I'm built different. It's like, dude, you're fucking fat, okay? Like, you're sitting on your fucking couch being like, it's because you're fucking fat, brother. That's why you're dying, you fucking crass actor. It's like, well, no, you're not built differently. You are probably built in the exact same way that this guy's built. Maybe even worse. Get a fucking vaccine, dumbass.
So make sure... if you're going to go at it and not get a vaccination, make sure you got...
He would still have COVID, the vaccine, though? Yeah, you fucking idiot. The point is he wouldn't be in the fucking hospital with a vent and probably dying. That's the difference. Hello. The vaccine is not this, like, magical fucking barrier as a consequence of, like, this new variant called the Delta variant. Unfortunately, the viral loads are so fucking high with Delta that even if you're vaccinated, you still have the likelihood of getting COVID. The thing is that it's insanely unlikely that you need additional hospital care if you do get fucking COVID when you're vaxxed up. It becomes less deadly than the fucking common flu when you're vaccinated, at least with this variant. That's the point. How are we this far in to this goddamn pandemic and motherfuckers are still so dense, dude? They're so fucking dense. They're like, no, you still got COVID. Okay. There's a difference between getting COVID and taking a fucking L for a week and getting COVID and fucking dying. Okay. There's a difference. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, Pobliat. Getting COVID and then having to go to the fucking hospital. And there's going to be more variants too. This is how viruses work. Like, they're going to mutate. It's going to be even more deadly. The efficacy rate for the vaccines are probably going to get lower too as a consequence of that. And motherfuckers still be like, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it, brother. Okay, then die.
What a fucking nightmare hassle.
But the reason why I'm watching this is because, like, this guy at least recognizes when he's at death's doorstep that he's like, all right, well, this is fucked up. Like, I should have taken the vaccine.
Hassle.
A good doctor. And your affairs in order. I have blood clots and coagulating crystal particles that have grown. And I have a portion of a collapsed lobe. Hard to find strength when you have so much stacked against you. But
imagine documenting your stupidity. What the fuck is wrong with you? He's not documenting his stupidity. He's actually doing a good job. Like, this is actually good. This is like literally a PSA. This is a deep cut to show you, like, I'm fucking dying. Don't make the mistake that I did. That's what he's doing here. Okay? This is like, this could, if this works, and like, you know, it gets 100 people to get vaccinated, fuck yeah, dude, in a similar condition. It won't, because people will just be like, he's acting. He's a paid actor, brother. He's on CNN. He's a paid actor. He's on CNN. I don't believe it. I'm built differently. It's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're gonna be in the same situation.
I've been listening to Alan Jackson's Precious Moments album. It's always been one of my favorites. So,
but I'm not an overweight 60-year-old. I'm a fit teenager. Okay, have fun with permanent lung damage then, dude. And erectile dysfunction. Like, sick. Like, why would you roll the fucking dice? Like, that's what I'm saying. Why would you roll the fucking dice, dumbass? Why? Like, there is literally no reason for you to roll the dice on nature. Here's the thing I don't understand. Like, we're human beings, right? This is a technological marvel. We live in fucking skyscrapers and shit, dog. Like, the whole point is that we tackle and conquer the fucking elements. We get together and collectivize our efforts and build on information that is a foundation that we fucking accumulate and get smarter over. Okay? The entire purpose of being a fucking human being is literally constantly innovating and adapting to the natural circumstances so you never have to roll the dice. So what the fuck is going on in the minds of these fucking anti-vaxxers where they're like, no, brother, this is one instance where I'm rolling the dice with nature. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, you fucking go on airplanes, dog. You literally fly around in airplanes. You're not a fucking Luddite. Okay? You're not Amish. What is this, like, anti-vaxxer bullshit? It's like, no, I will literally shove a fucking jade dildo in my pussy, but I will not take the vaccine. It's like, all right, dude, have fun. What are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh yeah, I'll take colloidal silver, but I will not take the vaccine. Good job, dude. Good job. You really fucking showed them. The vaccination is also rolling the dice, even if odds are low. Dude, it is incomprehensible to put that in the same fucking category. The vaccination dice roll is literally a better gamble. Everything's a gamble, okay? The vaccination dice roll is a better gamble than you fucking getting in a car and driving. You understand that, right? That's the point. What do you mean? Oh, the vaccination is a gamble too. Okay.
11 months, Pog.
Like, Fitness enthusiast 42 who rejected vaccine dies of COVID. John Ayers had been climbing mountains for weeks. Mountains 4 weeks before his death in intensive care, dude. Fit and healthy 42-year-old. Love climbing mountains, lifting weights. Boom. Fucking dead, dude. You're rolling the dice on nature. Okay? You're rolling the dice on nature in one instance
2 months.
versus rolling the dice on medicine, which literally fucking limits the dice roll, okay? You're playing with a fucking fixed dice versus just like a 20-faced dice where you don't know what the fuck the outcome is going to be, or a 2-faced dice where you don't know what the fucking outcome is going to be. Like a coin toss. I just said 20-face. I just said 2-face, like fucking coin. Whatever. Shut up. I'm angry and I'm fucking losing my mind.
Tonight and tomorrow, when you get a chance, if you listen to that album and see if it gives you same peace it gives me. Last night, my wife and I had to make a decision if I was going to allow them to put me on a ventilator. Worst case scenario. And I don't want to be on one, but I want to live. Read it through the night. Through the long one.
Why argue with them when you can just wait? I mean, it sucks though, dude. There's like people's loved ones and shit. Like, I feel like I'm being too brutal. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I've been too brutal on anti-vaxxers because I'm so tired. I'm so sick and tired of fucking hearing people constantly come in here and like, and asking me to massage their fucking expectations. You know what I mean?
Thank you for
like, it's so dumb. Where people will be like, no, I'm gonna run around like a headless chicken. I'm gonna fucking screech as hard as I can about like being a fucking asshole. I'm gonna prevent others from getting the vaccine for these ridiculous, insane fucking fears that I've cultivated from watching this incredible amount of misinformation. And then I also want you to be like, you know, nice to me about these expectations that I have. It's like, no, you're causing other people harm, dude. So because of that, I keep talking about how, like, you know, how fucking dumb you are and how, like, hey, if you want to die, then yeah, okay, go ahead. It's like, it's literally like voluntary active euthanasia, but a slow burn. And I feel like that's like creating this weird expectation. Or
hey, man, are you going to get the COVID vaccine?
Weird attitude.
No way. I'd rather get COVID than subject myself to the vaccine. Still better than the vaccine. Still better than the vaccine.
People will literally let Mother Nature kill them.
Still better than the vaccine.
Help them.
Still better than the vaccine. It's still better than the vaccine. It's still better than the vaccine. It's still better than the vaccine. I probably should have gotten the vaccine. Hey, man, are you...
Yeah, this notion that they're going to heaven, dude, no shot, okay? Like, most... yeah, that part, yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right, going to heaven my ass. If you're an anti-vaxxer, the likelihood that you're a fucking conservative hog, and therefore, if you actually fucking, you know, go on that evangelical tint and act out your desires and points of view, the likelihood of you going to heaven, if heaven is real, is so fucking, it's impossible, okay? Just, I'm straight up say it. It's not happening. This is not fucking happening.
Love you, Hasan.
Yeah, I know fucking labor leader Richard Trumka died. I don't know what the fuck happened. I think he got hit with a heart attack, gun boys. Anyway, let's finish this. This is like getting harder and harder to watch, but...
Last night I come to the realization that the chances of me not being able to give my daughter away at her wedding was greater than walking out. I had to make a phone call to my 14-year-old son. And I had to tell him what I thought my dream was of giving my daughter away at the altar. And I had to ask for his permission that if I didn't come home, that he would give my daughter away on her day. I messed up big time, guys. I didn't get the vaccine. That's okay. I made a mistake. I admit it.
Bro, this dude literally went through the steps. He like bargained. He resisted. He bargained. He's now just saying his fucking fine. It's literally like the couple weeks process of him like going through the different phases of death. Like he's on the acceptance phase now. And he might still fucking die, by the way. People are saying he's on his deathbed, and he probably will die. But it is a wonderful thing that he's doing in his fucking final breaths. Let's be real, 100%. Okay? That, like, he's utilizing the stages of grief, that he's documenting his stages of grief with death to be a fucking lesson for others who are probably not going to believe him. But regardless, like I said, if it's 100 people that go out and get vaccinated because they saw this, then good. This guy did an incredibly good thing, a profoundly good thing. Why does this feel like propaganda? I mean, everything is propaganda. Everything is propaganda. What I'm doing is propaganda. This is propaganda, okay? It doesn't imply that there's like some fucking indecency behind it. It's just information that's being delivered to you to change your fucking point of view. Okay?
Yo.
This is a person who's like, I am going through my own personal experience and describing it to you. I'm fucking dying. I'm dying on deathbed. Okay? So that you don't repeat the mistakes I did.
I'm taking my responsibilities now. So please, for the love of God, if you really want to have a chance, don't fall numb to all the TV, Roderick, and social media. Just protect yourself.
My attention somehow, Hasan.
It is so hard to watch that. And of course, our hope is that Travis pulls through, but he's facing this reality, Berman, that he won't. And, you know, we've heard doctor after doctor say if people could just come inside these walls and if they could see what is happening, it would change their minds. And that's really what Travis Campbell is showing people.
That was devastating. Yeah. That was just devastating. Imagine calling your 14...
Okay, I don't care about the CNN the seasoning on it.
Let's bring in Dr. Anthony.
So, here's some fucking information that could be a little bit more helpful. So, people, anti-vaxxer watching CNN, no, they do watch CNN. People, everybody watches CNN. So, one thing I want to tell you guys is like, there's a lot of misinformation that misinformation agents or smear merchants peddle on a daily basis in an effort to gain clout, because there's a big fucking growing momentum of like very passionate zealots that are anti-vaxxer in this country, unfortunately, because we're a bunch of fucking dumbass hogs. Okay? One very common thing that they do, and I need to repeat this over and over again, because I want to tackle some of these very common anti-vax theories, is they'll say stuff like, well, in Israel, the overwhelming majority of people that get COVID are vaccinated. It's like, yes, because Israel's vaccination rate is 85%, you fucking dingus. Like, just because you don't understand how numbers work doesn't mean that, this is some, weird thing that's going on there. If 100% of the Israeli population was vaccinated, then 100% of the people that got COVID in Israel would be vaccinated. That's how it works. The likelihood of someone getting COVID while they're vaccinated increases when there's more vaccinated people than unvaccinated.
At HasanAbi, watch the voice.
And it's the same in America too, amongst adults. Dude, that's Charlie Kirk's argument to Vosh. I know, and I wish Vosh fucking shoved that misinfo down his fucking throat a little bit faster. Okay? I saw that yesterday in the fucking anti-vax conversation. It frustrated me to no end.
Hassle.
What? Remember, right-handed people commit 90% of all base rate errors? Yeah. But here, this is important. Despite the fact that in a lot of these places, the majority of people have been vaccinated versus not.
7 months. Get vaccinated, y'all.
The share of overall deaths among the fully vaccinated is like literally like incomprehensibly orders of magnitude smaller than the people dying from COVID that are unvaccinated. So yes, you might still get infected, but the point is, even when you do get infected, you're just fucking taking an L for like a week, a couple days. You can't taste food for a couple days. This is one of the most common symptoms. And you get over it. Whereas, if you fucking take the COVID L when you're unvaccinated, you have a likelihood of going to the fucking hospital, dude. That's terrible. Anyway, here you go. That's the actual link for those of you who want it. So, we'll talk about the rent shit in a second. I'm still not off my fucking shitting on anti-vaxxer kick. Okay, Kanye's not doing shit. Here's the state of look at the ad of the state of Arkansas trying to use to convince people to get vaccinated. Let's see what the fuck they're doing. Why isn't this working?
I came to a screeching halt. You have to understand, I'm a hustler. I'm a legit entrepreneur. I sell things. I come in contact with people all the time. I have to stay safe. I didn't have a choice but to trust the vaccine. Because if you live the type of lifestyle that I live, you out here in these streets, you hustling, an entrepreneur like me, why not do it safely? So I want everybody to take this seriously. Take a shot at staying healthy. Get the vaccine. I came to a screeching.
It's such a weird ad. I mean, I know who they're fucking targeting with that. They're targeting with the Sigma males. So apparently, the White House is censoring you. This guy's like a big fucking, I guess he's an anti-vaxxer. And this video on Instagram got 757,000 views. So let's take a look at
the White House and Biden administration. How you doing?
Okay, let me just start off by saying, like, if this guy's your main source of information, like, bro, this is literally like, this is Carrot Top. This is like Carrot Top if he just like, lowered the dosage a little bit, okay? Like less Anavar Carrot Top.
So listen, we all know you've been telling Facebook what to censor, and now you want to censor text messages next. Well, we know this is what you've been up to because you said it. And you probably shouldn't have said these parts out loud. I think you might be, shall we say, a little out of touch with how people perceive you.
Okay, I don't care about the censorship part. I want to hear the fucking vaccine shit.
Saying this part out loud.
We're flagging problematic posts for Facebook.
You helped out Trump's lawsuit significantly. We know you've been working with big tech behind the scenes, telling them what to censor, but, like, you weren't admitting it then.
This guy understands lawsuits, dude. He's the lawsuit understander. I'm just like, this is my guy. This is the guy I get my information from.
And like when Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg are being grilled in Senate hearings, they were lying about it too. I would just go back to doing it this old way in secrecy. Because when you, the government, tell the citizens that you're taking away their right to free speech, the public won't stand for it. Because at the point we're at now, people are going to start to remember Dave Chappelle's words. The First Amendment is first for a reason. And the Second Amendment is just in case the first one doesn't work out. Oh, White House, just one more note on the First Amendment that you are...
Bro, that's not Dave Chappelle's words, dude. Like, that's like an incredibly common chud t-shirt, dude. I don't know why he attributed that to fucking Dave Chappelle. I mean, I'm sure Dave Chappelle has said some fucking shit like that in the past as well, but like, people who are like, this guy's a comedian, he's a comedian, dude. Okay. Some of you fail the fucking vibe check, I think. Yeah, he's a comedian. This is not the humorous thing that he's doing. This is like he's not being a satirical anti-vax, free speech guy as a point of satire. Like, this is his point of view, okay?
But you promise not to suppress your political opposition so you can't run away with fully installing an authoritarian regime? Well, when you put it that way, we believe you. I mean, who can even remember you using big tech to help Biden win the election and silence all speech on...
Yeah, dude, this guy definitely is just doing comedy right now, probably. Yeah. Yeah, he's doing comedy. He doesn't believe all this stuff. Okay, there's no anti-vaxxer shit in here. Why the fuck did you guys link this to me, dude? God, I get so annoyed when chatters are like, dude, you have to watch this guy. It's all anti-vaxxer, dude. It's all anti-vaxxer lies. And there's like not a single fucking thing that he said about being anti-vax.
As well. Like, did you know UV light going right into your eye can cause not only eye pain, but also damage to your eyes? But Blue Blocks has designed state-of-the-art...
He's like selling fucking... sharking
definitely have him keep reading off teleprompters. You know, honestly, I've never believed that some reptilian race...
Dude, this guy sucks. My hog, you want Steven Crowder to die during heart surgery? No, I want him to survive, but then magically become a nice person when he recognizes that, like, maybe, mask wearing is good, vaccines actually work, and that he should talk about how just because he has the capacity to be able to pay for a surgery by doing mug club ads in between, like, getting vented, that a lot of the people in his audience don't have that same financial situation. So perhaps he should be, an advocate for Medicare for all. Things like that. That's what I want. I don't give a fuck if he lives or dies. I want him to stop doing damage. Guys like this only exist because of Facebook. I know. That guy was fucking terrible. That was a terrible video. Anyway, the world will never go back to normal because people always choose to believe whatever they see on the internet. Please look at this kid in a Florida hospital. It's so fucking sad. What the fuck? 9-year-old pneumonia looks like he spent... Okay, dude, I don't want to show that, dude. That's way too much, man. Chill the fuck out, dude. God damn it, dude. Are you a psycho, dude? Like, it is like fucking literally like 3-year subscriber who's like, hey, watch this 9-year-old kid get fucking oxygen pumped into his lungs, dude. Oh, thanks, man. No, that's sick, dude. Let's watch that. Do you have any more? Do you have any decapitation vids too? Maybe I can watch that afterwards. Fucking Christ. Bro, drop some live leaks in here, bro. Come on. I'm joking. Please don't do that, by the way. This was on the redhead guy's Facebook. What is this? Oh, critical race theory, Marxism. Critical race theory, the tip of the iceberg. Marxism is what's under the iceberg. Legalized freedom bundle. He's just like sharking shit. Live League is gone, you boomer? Okay, shut up. It doesn't matter. But hey, this is a perfect photo. This is a perfect photo of the type of dude this dipshit is and his audience and what he's trying to do. He's trying to sell you a false notion of what, like, critical race theory is. Okay? What is this? Here's a really good video on how misinfo spreads. Hold on. He's trying to sell you, like, a fake idea on how, what critical race theory is. Complete misunderstanding. Fear-mongering on top of that because everybody knows, like, Marxism is bad, okay? And critical race theory is Marxism. Even though it's, like, antithetical to Marxist values because it is not tied back to dialectical materialism, but, the form of dialectics in there is on racial boundaries rather than ones that pertain to commodity production and the relationship between workers and those who own capital. So it's literally the antithetical to Marxist values. But the real goal here is the 33,000 likes he gets is because he's saying, like, Marxism bad, critical race theory is fake Marxism, it's the tip of the iceberg. But the real reason is he's trying to sell you some legalized freedom bundle or whatever the fuck this product is. This guy started off with funny vids about satirizing vegans and holistic healing, and now he's this. Due to the YouTube alt-right pipeline as a content creator. Yeah. So, I'm really stupid. Can you educate me a little bit on Marxism? I don't know what it is for real. Marxism is just a theory on how commodity production works under a capitalist organization of the economy, how we have evolved under the Industrial Revolution and onwards to have our current capitalist production, commodity production, the relationship between those who produce the work, the workers, versus those who profit from the labor that you put in, the bourgeoisie, the capital owners. Okay? It's not alternative history. It's not. It's not alternative history at all. It's all it is. And the ultimate goal is to democratize the economy rather than just the way that we theorize how our current governance should operate in an ideal world. Like, democracy should operate in a certain way, right? With means of accountability in the form of elections. Kind of like that, but for the workplace. Okay? There are multiple different ways of arriving at that end goal, but the ultimate goal is for workers to own the means of production. Shouldn't they give the vaccines to people who actually need it, only which the majority doesn't? Like, run tests on a person to determine whether they need it or not. I got the COVID virus last year and it felt like normal flu, recover fast. Dick and lungs work just fine. Dude, thank God we have like actual doctors and not people like you in charge of any of this shit. Bro, I got fucking COVID. My dick and lungs work fine, brother. You just fucking take the vaccine if you need it, brother. Like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. Like, that's a personal anecdote. You understand that? You like, we can't extrapolate anything out of that. That's just one person and their own personal feelings and own survival. That's not how this works at all. It's literally the same as you being like, well, you know, I drank and I drive, okay? I drunk drive all the goddamn time. Let me tell you something, I'm fine. I get to my house every goddamn time. So why can't you do it? Maybe some people don't know how to drive drunk, okay? Do you see that? Do you understand? Just because your dick and lungs work doesn't mean that, you know, your brain doesn't work, but I think that was a pre-COVID problem regardless. I've heard someone make that argument. Okay, well then you can reply to them with what I just said, which is, oh, that's cool, man. You know, the RIP to you, but I'm different mentality is incredibly American. LMAO, he was being honest. Man got roasted to hell. Yeah, but he has a really dumbass take. And not only did I roast him, but then I also fucking educated him on why his take was stupid. Anyway, let's watch the fucking Fauci talking
Anthony
about
Fauci,
the surge
Chief
of
Medical
Delta
Advisor
variant.
to President Biden. Dr. Fauci, thanks for joining us again. Let's start with COVID and kids in this Delta variant. Is this Delta variant more likely to make kids sicker than the previous variants?
Well, the evidence of this particular virus transmitting more readily is unquestionable about that. What is less clear is whether or not it actually makes individuals more seriously ill. There have been a number of studies that have not been overwhelmingly impressive in the data, but they are suggestive that, for example, a study from Canada looked at the increase in hospitalizations among people in general, including children, and it seemed to suggest that it was a bit more serious. But the data on that, George, isn't as really firm as the data on how much more transmissible it is.
And now we're starting to hear about this Delta Plus variant as well. What's the difference between that and the Delta variant, and how concerned are you about it?
Well, it's just an additional mutation that occurs at the point of the virus that binds to the receptor in your nasopharynx and in your lungs, which might make it more likely to bind and hence be more transmissible. But that's soft, George. It doesn't really give you a lot of firm evidence that this is any worse or any better. The thing that's important is that the Delta variant that we're dealing with is so capable of pushing out other variants that we're not expecting that to take over. Having said that, we follow it very closely.
But are we facing this continuous cycle where we just see new variants always popping up that evade the vaccines?
You know, that
communism never worked in real life. People who believe in it are delusional. Yeah. Well, capitalism isn't working in real life right now, so. Okay, fair. Sure, communism never worked in real life. Okay, how about that? Let's just say it didn't, okay? Those very same metrics of success are also literally not working in real life right now under a capitalist organization of the economy. So what do? Do we just keep crying about how communism didn't work, or do we try to fix the system that we're currently existing under? I say we fix the system that we're currently existing under through a series of reforms. Pretty sure this is capitalism working? Really? You think it's working? It's working for you, maybe, because you're on Twitch. You can watch me. You know, we're slowly destroying the fucking planet because we care more about the profit motive than the lives of the next generation that will come before us. I mean, that come after us. There is so much death and destruction all around the world. Yeah, it's far away, so we're not seeing it. But then we do kind of see it because we send those foot soldiers over there Okay, we send those foot soldiers over there that do death, destruction, and destabilization. They come back in a state of disrepair. We don't even fucking offer them the social safety nets that we told them they would get, only if they sold their body to the American imperialist war machine. Okay, doesn't seem like it's working. I mean, it's working for some. Working for me, motherfucker. I'm doing all right. Okay, I am. Working for, the factory owner. It's working for those who are executives at massive corporations. It's working for the fucking finance bros, even though they do hate their lives for the most part because they have to work 80 fucking hours a week. But it's not working for your dad. It's not working for you. It's not. It's certainly not working if you, unfortunately had a shitty spawn point and you spawned in a developing nation that is going to be destroyed by America's long dick because they have natural resources that need to be extracted or a labor force that needs to be exploited. They were agreeing with you, and that was their point. Oh, yeah, well, that is capitalism working as intended, yes. We here in the United States of America live under the comfort of being a part of the labor aristocracy. So our relationship, no matter where we are as a worker, our relationship with the means of production might be similar, okay, like a worker in a developing nation, okay? The reality is we recognize that you wouldn't be able to have those same material possessions and commodities as cheap as you currently do if it wasn't for the other worker that's being super exploited overseas, like the Indonesian child laborer that's working in a fucking sweatshop. So the entire system is run by exploiting the third world, the global south. And you kind of recognize that, so you're like, yeah, it's kind of working. I have McDonald's. Things are all right for me. I can fucking order a Big Mac and shit. But it's not.
That will happen, George, if we don't get good control over the community spread, which is the reason why I and my colleagues keep saying over and over again, it is very important to get as many people vaccinated as we possibly can. People who say, I don't want to get vaccinated because it's me and I'll worry about me, I'm not having any impact on anybody else. That's just not the case. Because when people don't get vaccinated, it allows the virus to circulate through the community. And when it does, even if it doesn't make a particular individual ill, they may be asymptomatic, that person is still a vehicle for the spread to other people. And as long as the virus continues to spread, you give it ample opportunity to mutate. And when you give it ample opportunity to mutate, you may sooner or later get another variant. And it is possible that that variant might be in some respects worse than the already very difficult variant we're dealing with now, which is a major reason why you want to completely suppress the circulation of the virus in the community.
Finally, sir, what do you make of this new study that shows that people who receive a flu shot may be less likely to get COVID?
I think we better be careful and really take a look at that. It could be the non-specific juicing up of the immune system. That's one of the things that you always think about when you give a vaccine that isn't directly related to the disease you're trying to suppress. You may get this broad non-specific enhancement. But
You no longer leftist reform capitalism? What? When have I ever strayed away from social democracy in the short term, socialism in the long term? Like, it's literally always been what I've advocated for. The fuck do you mean? Like, literally since day one, I've been advocating for that. And a lot of people, like a lot of Marxist-Leninists, for example, fucking hate that approach. Okay? Because I'm a fucking revisionist. They say I'm a lib.
be careful about that. The data on that are not strong, George.
Dr. Fauci, thanks as always for your time and your information.
Good to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Anyway, CNN tracks down a super spreader? Wait, what the fuck? Why is that video private?
We want to share a Virginia.
Why did they fucking privatize that video? I'm standing in your way. DeSantis claps back.
Tonight, the gun.
I've been watching some YouTube videos of you and understand that you're against the concept of meritocracy, but I don't understand how people would be pushed to progress. Even myself, I wouldn't be pushed to do more if I wasn't rewarded. Dude, you wouldn't be pushed to do more in this current organization of the economy. The point is, dude, I'll explain it to you easily, okay? When I worked for someone else, I was still doing something that I loved, okay? And I worked really fucking hard at it. But the fruits of my labor were never mine, okay? I had to do everything I can to make my own way within that corporate structure, even though it was a startup, so I had a lot more leeway, a lot more bandwidth to be able to experiment with certain things.
Socrates.
And because of a lack of division of labor there, I was able to show that, like, this is literally what I'm doing. But they could very easily take away my IP, give it to other people, cut my fucking time, and tell me, you can't do that anymore, you have to do this instead. That is alienation from your labor, okay? This is a Marxist concept, easily defined by alienation from your labor. You have no control over what you do. You go into work, and your fucking boss tells you, this is what you're going to do. Here are your key performance indicators that you have to hit. Here are your targets that you have to hit. And you're basically a cog in a machine where you fucking generate revenue for your bosses. Okay? So obviously,
happy 10 months, love you all.
Obviously, that's not desirable. Of course you're not going to fucking work super hard. It's the most human thing to want to work for as little as you possibly can and get paid the most. That's what you want as a worker. And your boss wants to extract the maximum amount of surplus value from you. So they want you to work as hard as you possibly can for the least amount of money they can pay you and get away with. Okay? Basic principles of how capitalist organizations of the economy works. This is like normal human shit. The point is, if you had an ownership over the means of production, if you had more ownership over what you were doing, if you had more control over what your output was going to be, you would be excited to work. You would love what you're doing. Even if you're doing something that is backbreaking, menial, you would still recognize that this is necessary work that you must do because you're achieving something for yourself. And the example I will always use is, look, I fucking work for myself, dude. I do. That's why I don't mind streaming fucking 8 hours a day when I limit my hours. Like, that's why I didn't mind streaming 42% of the entire year last year. Because I get to dictate the terms. Yeah, I have 30,000 micromanagers who tell me, like, dude, what the fuck? I can't believe you're, changing your hair. Or I can't believe you're fucking, not covering this, like, weird thing that I want you to cover. It's fucking bullshit. But I can ban them. I have complete control. When you're in the service industry or when you're in a job, you don't have that control. You can't tell your manager to suck your cock, okay? You will get fired. And when you get fired, you will have to rely on social safety nets that are lackluster at best, okay? Ineffective. And also, you will lose your fucking health care, which is terrifying. I no longer have those fears. I have still some alienation from my labor, obviously. But having said that, because, Amazon still owns and operates these platforms, I still have certain regulations that I have to abide by. I have contracts that I have contractual obligations that I need to follow, right? All that good stuff, and I follow them. However, I have significantly less alienation from my work. So my goal, my hope, is that people can all get to a point where even if they're fucking cleaning toilets, okay, even if they're in the service industry, they recognize that what they're doing is bettering their own lives. They are getting positive incentives, okay? Rather than the negative incentives of lack of remuneration if you are fucking fired. Because everything that motivates us right now, under our current design, under our current organization of the economy, is the fear that you will fucking die, the fear that you won't be able to put a roof over your head, the fear that you won't be able to put food on your table, clothes on your back, okay? If you don't work, you're not going to get those things. I would rather switch that in its entirety and make you work for the true freedom. Make you work because you want to. So that's why I always say, like, dude, you're not fucking lazy. You just hate your job. And it's understandable that you hate your job. How are you going to be proud of your work when it's just to clean toilets? Who's going to clean the toilets if you don't clean the toilets, dumbass? You want the toilets overflowing with shit? That's a profoundly important part of a fucking workplace. And no one wants to do it.
Buenos dias.
Sure, but I would say using yourself as an example is kind of confusing because it's not the same as working 9 to 5 at fucking McDick's. How would Marxism make working at a fast food place more rewarding? What would ease the alienation? There was an incredible example from a pizza place that I will show you, okay? There was a pizza shop, okay? There was a pizza shop in Ohio, okay, that decided to distribute a day's profit amongst his employees for one day. Okay? For one fucking day. Turns out, you know what happened? There were 220 orders. The shop shared that it received about $6,300 in sales and $1,200 in tips, which would be divided amongst its employees. It thanked all its customers. They got $78 an hour. That, when adjusted to their regular fucking payment, which is like around $12 an hour or whatever the fuck, if they're lucky, implies that whatever that difference is literally what is known as surplus labor value. What you are generating for the business that you are not getting back. Capitalists understand it as profit. It is the most normal thing in a capitalist organization of the economy. Now, this is one way that you can immediately remedy the situation. Wouldn't you have to subtract some of that to pay for ingredients and utilities and rent? Yes, of course. Of course. Of course. Now, in a democratic organization, what you do with the $75,000 or what you do with the additional money that you have generated in the form of profit would be democratically decided on. It doesn't always just have to mean, it's profit, not revenue chatter. Oh yeah, this is I think they're talking about just profit, right? Not like gross revenue. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay? It's net profit, not gross. Expenditures are already accounted for. Okay. So in a democratic design, in a workplace, like, this doesn't automatically mean, like, you fucking distribute all of the fucking dollars back to the workers themselves. Workers themselves could get together, if it's a small pizza shop, and decide, hey, you know what? We are going to take a pool of these funds that we're going to accumulate over the course of the fucking month, and we're going to spend it on marketing. This is going to be our marketing budget. Marketing expenditure. They're going to say, hey, we're going to buy cleaning supplies, like extra cleaning supplies, because I'm the janitor and I'm saying, like, we need additional cleaning supplies that would make this way more efficient. That's how you would operate, rather than with a top-down approach where you're just like, yeah, fuck you, here's what you get. Once again, that's revenue, you fool. Dude, shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter. Okay, limit that then. Like, lower it by $1,000. Who gives a fuck, idiot? Why is this so fucking hard for you to understand? We're talking about theory right now, okay? It doesn't matter if it's 78. Instead of 78, it's fucking $60 an hour, okay? That's still 3x what you would, more than 3x. That's fucking 6x of what you would average, what you would make average.
Notice me, Hasan.
And this doesn't mean that, like, all work is equally paid, okay? Who takes the risk from lawsuits and whatnot? A shared pool of funds, brother. Just like when you have a union, you literally fucking pay union dues so you can hire your own lawyers against the corporation that decides to hire anti-union lawyers. Okay, that's how it works. It's literally how insurance works. Thank you for the Jeopardy contestant that said, what is insurance? We use it all the time in every other aspect of our lives. Collectivize the wins and collectivize the losses.
You're saying all this with a straight face. I love it, XD.
Okay. So union is going to fight the case, what? Omega law? If everyone had a stake or a percentage ownership in the business, both in the means of production that they buy into with their labor over the course of an extended period of time, okay, then yes, they would literally do it. It's like if you're, think about it from the point of view of your fucking daddy's business that you probably have, right? Your daddy's going to do everything he can to fucking defend his business, right? You would do everything you can to defend your daddy's business when you know that eventually it's going to get passed down to you, the shitter in my chat. That's how it would work for all of the workers. Now, the reason why I mention this is because, like, you know, this is just a fucking regular Ohio pizza shop, okay? Just a small business in the middle of Ohio. But this concept is one that has existed throughout history that Marx describes in, I guess, more complicated terms that I'm trying to make easier for you to understand. No one takes the risk of lawsuits right now. It's the whole reason why business entities exist, so that losses are capped at what is put into the business. The owner isn't assuming any personal risk of lawsuit anyway. Yeah.
What's your take on why there aren't more coup businesses?
And I don't have all the answers in how co-ops would fucking operate. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sorry, but bad take. You really think the janitor is capable of making large-scale allocation decisions like that? They can't even see the top of the hour ad break coming, so how the fuck do you expect them to be in charge of their own allocations? I want to collectivize. I think that collective action is bad and wrong, okay, and immoral, and we should stop it, especially when chat collectively fucking tries to debate me into running the fucking ad break, okay? I don't appreciate it. I'm just going to say it right now. I don't appreciate it, okay? All efforts to unionize chat will be squashed. Yeah, it's top of the fucking hour, okay? It's time for a 60-second ad break. I'm going to run the ad now. If you'd like to no longer see the ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do it for $5 or you can do it for free. Twitch Prime is how you can do it for free. Bill Gates says it was a huge mistake to spend time with Epstein. Well, it's a huge mistake if you fucking don't use your Twitch Prime on me and use it on someone else, okay? That's all I'm going to say. You can use an ad blocker or a VPN as well. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Do you think the pizza shop advertising Employee Appreciation Day brought in more sales on that day than normal?
We all pay in the
Okay, who cares, dude? Who cares? Yes, some days there's going to be less. That's why you collectivize the losses too. The fuck do you mean, dude? I just learned that if the price of houses had risen at the same rate as the median income in this country, then a house in 2021 would cost an average of $61,000. And now I'm dead. Based on growth since the 1970s. Okay, well, that sucks. And I don't want to hear that. And that sounds fucking terrible, okay? Thank you for fucking bumming everybody out, chatter. Anyway, let's watch Bill Gates talk about how, you know, the smartest man in America, dude. Smartest man in the world. Wealthiest man in the world. Obviously, he's got to be the smartest, right? Like, there's a fucking reason. Meritocracy is not a lie. Well, he got duped by Jeffrey Epstein, dude. Let's see what he had to say about his relationship, his long and continued relationship with Jeffrey Jebediah Epstein. Let's see what Bill motherfucking Gates had to say about that.
Explain your relationship with Epstein. Did you have any concerns? Was there ever any concerns you had about it?
Oh, certainly. You know, I had several dinners with him, you know, hoping that what he said about getting billions of philanthropy for global health through contacts that he had might emerge.
As Prime.
Literally talked about, according to his wife, okay, who has her own personal motivations. Dr. Cannibal, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Who has her own personal motivations to vilify Bill, obviously. Melinda is coming at Bill like a goddamn shark, and good on her, you know. Girl boss, gatekeep, gaslight, girl queen, slay queen. But her PR push that vilified Bill in the aftermath of their divorce finalizing showed that Bill knew that Jeffrey Jebediah Epstein was a pedophile and would routinely talk about how he could use the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to potentially, you know, do some PR. Do some fucking PR for Jeffrey Jebediah Epstein. Because that's what rich people use their fucking philanthropies for. Tax shelter, okay? A way to continue endless profits, and also doing, you know, public relations for pedophiles.
Thanks for the 18 months of fun pooping.
You know, when it looked like that wasn't a real thing, that relation.
Why is it good on her? All she did was get lucky and suck a future billionaire nerd dick for a few times? Yeah, exactly. What, you want to suck his cock, dude? I don't. Yeah, good for her, dude. Straight up.
Hassle.
Broke ass chatters in the chat, literally sucking dick for free. Talking about, oh my God, I can't believe all Melinda Gates did was suck a billionaire's dick. Like, dude, really, dude? Guess what, dude? You're out here sucking cock for free. Sometimes in the parking lot. Sometimes listening to Da Baby in the background. Meanwhile, Melinda sucked it a couple times, and boom, fucking multi-billionaire bitch. Guess what? She got her money's worth, dude. There's lots of cocks I won't suck, but there's almost no dicks I won't suck for half a billionaire's fortune. Yep. Never in the parking lot. This chat has class. Do that busted ass goddamn Adidas. The pimp video really changed you, bro. They didn't pay attention to critical pimp theory. By the way, that's my take that's always been the same about sex work. So I take offense to people saying that I learned that from Pimpology 101 when Peanut, or whatever his name is, was the one that like first brought it up. Like, I literally have talked about that before. You literally suck dick at your fucking jobs and do shit that is like actually degrading, unlike, you know, voluntarily sucking someone's cock and making them feel good for way less, okay, on a daily basis. So you can sit there and be jelly beans all fucking day, okay? Oh my God, you just sucked a billionaire's cock, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I don't see you sucking cock and making $30 billion. Can you take a page from Matt Damon and be proactive in stopping your homophobia? Never. I will never stop. The baby taught me. Okay, I'm sorry. Are you saying sucking dick is offensive? What? When did I say that? I literally said, sucking dick is a wonderful thing. You're giving like endless amounts of pleasure to this other person. There are far more degrading things that you can do than suck a dick consensually for far less money. And you all do it on a daily basis. So
Bingus.
Please address the problematic statements you made in the scenario I made up in my head. Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, I know you didn't say this, but what if I'm imagining that you did, and now I'm mad at my imagination. Why did you say this thing I imagined that you did when you didn't say that?
Relationship ended, but it was a huge mistake to spend time with him.
Making fun of the working class? Oh, how progressive. Dude, one of the funniest things is like, and this is something that like a lot of post-left, like dudes who have Substacks do always, is like they always baby the working class, where they're like, dude, there's no like identity there, okay? You can't just be like, you can't pull up a fucking identity shield, like making fun of the working class. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch, okay? Shut up. Shut up, you little bitch. If you're being serious, making fun of the working class, like, what is this baby shit, dude? Wow, real funny, dude. I can't believe you're saying that, like, you know, the working class engages in dehumanizing labor on a daily fucking basis. What do you want me to do? Lie and be like, and behave in the most neoliberal fashion and be like, no, actually, this work is really profound, and which is why you should actually go to work and not work for meaningful and living wages, and instead you should work for the virtue of work itself. You know, work is freedom, after all, right? Arbeit macht frei, right? Chatter?
10 months.
This is the Shake Shack retail drama all over again? Yeah, notice how I fucking never backed away from my original sentiment?
Thanks for 10 months of communist indoctrination, Daddy Hassel.
To give him the credibility of, you know, being there. There were lots of others in that same situation, but I made a mistake.
Hassel.
No, but you're saying that sucking dick is equal to doing, say, construction work or something of that nature? What? Yeah. It's actually way fucking better, dude. What the fuck? Sucking dick is literally better, dude. What do you mean? Like, that's your own personal perception. But from where I'm talking about, like, I would much rather eat pussy than fucking engage in back-breaking work, especially with like, especially work that greatly limits my longevity. Hazardous. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Significantly better quality of life overall. Is work, dude? What the fuck do you mean? I'm sure there's fucking workers in here, construction workers in this chat that probably agree with me. You want to fucking break your goddamn back? to build some luxury high-rise condominium for some rich fucking Saudi asshole that's never even gonna step foot in it, dude. They're just gonna buy it as an investment vehicle. And then you fuck your back up in the process. You can't even get fucking disability. You know what I mean? And by the way, that doesn't mean that like some people don't love working construction. I'm sure people do. And that's great. Live entire life just to get squished by a loose steel beam? Yeah. There's hella people that work in like Amazon distribution facilities and shit. I work at a warehouse and I'd rather eat pussy instead, honestly. Like, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Oh, I don't know. Eat pussy for 15 minutes versus like literally fucking I can't even pee because I have a thing strapped to my chest that shows how much time off task I have. And some fucking dipshit that went to a Connecticut university is going to come down and fucking berate me even though they're like half my age. Okay, but they got a college education. Because I peed for longer than 15 minutes one time and like snuck a goddamn cigarette in the process, dude. Sick. No, dude, fuck that, dude. I'm built differently. I will not eat pussy. Shut up.
Sex work is
It's
real
that
work.
married with children generation. Anyway, unless someone beat the shit out of me naked for money instead of working at AMZ, I'm currently employed by AMZ. It's about doing the work you want and enjoy rather than being coerced. Yeah, exactly. And if you fucking love working in construction, then that's awesome. That's fucking dope, man. That's actually dope. Anyway. In a socialist society, how do you incentivize people to create new products?
Months now has buff.
I don't know, man. How do we create the fucking internet? That wasn't private corporations doing it. It was fucking DARPA, the American military. Like, started at CERN? Sorry, not DARPA. Wasn't it at fucking UCLA? My brother always used to show me the building. He's like, that's the building where the internet was built.
Wow, 7
Anyway.
months our relationship is getting pretty serious. Hasn't less.
So, where were we? How do we get here? We were talking about how Bill Gates is a fucking dumbass, despite the fact that, you know, meritocracy is real. And he's so smart. He's the smartest guy out there. Except, you know, he was dumb enough to fucking have dinners with Jeffrey Epstein, knowing full well that he was a fucking pedophile. And he didn't give a shit, okay? He just did not give a shit. I love being an electrician in construction, but I'm glad I'm not an iron worker. The way they get all gnarled at an accelerated rate is just sad and just no thanks. Dude, how dare you, dude? How fucking dare you say that, bro? No, fuck that. Like, there's this very weird thing. Like, I don't have a problem with mythologizing work, backbreaking labor and whatnot, especially if it, like, helps people feel better about themselves, right? But, having said that, like, this notion that, like, I mean, I respect the shit out of that, right? And if you enjoy it, then that's fucking awesome. But this notion that, like, work only is real if you fucking die doing it is such a dumbass take, dude. We're all a part of a machine that operates together.
5-month lurker, keep putting out
Okay?
content, my dude.
It's not that, like, only fucking the more devastating and dangerous your job is, the better it is in the workforce. Like, the worse your workplace conditions are, the more respectable your position is. It's like, it's fucking fake, dude. Nobody, like, it's not a real thing. I'm sorry to tell you this. It's literally propaganda that capital owners have created that is functionally no different than the way we venerate our veterans, okay? Oh, we fucking respect our troops super hard, dude. Like, yeah, it's just a misdirection. So you can't fucking be like, so you don't recognize that you're being shafted, okay? You're being drafted and they're being fucking shafted by the American government every goddamn day. And we did the exact same thing to our essential workers. We did that exact same thing to our essential workers, our frontline workers, dude. Oh my God, dude. Come on, dude. Bagging up groceries and the nurses. And it's like they were begging for fucking PPEs, like protective gear. And we were like, okay, that's not going to come. But like, hey, we'll fucking bang our Teflon at 8 p.m. every night. Come on. We'll clap for you, dude.
Happy 9 months, comrade.
Well, can we get hazard pay? No, but we'll clap for you. I mean, come on, dude. It's just like, here you go. And guess what? Guess what, dude? That sacrifice is fucking meaningless, okay? Saying, like, thank you for your service is fucking meaningless. You know what actually has meaning, dude? Giving housing to veterans, okay? Giving housing to all. Not just veterans. Giving healthcare to these people unconditionally. Not on the condition that you, like, literally fucking throw your body at a problem that your government has created at the behest of the military-industrial complex bottom line, so that you get absolutely fucking destroyed. Your brain is destroyed, your body is destroyed, and then only then can you have, like, some aspects of socialization. That's not meaningful. What would be meaningful is if you could get that without doing it. Other comparable OECD nations offer this shit unconditionally to all their citizens. Why the fuck can't we? You know what I mean? Pretty sure the chud-ass veterans would rather prefer getting housing and